Hello, Dr. Fall from Fall Chiropractic here. One of the nurses that comes into our office, she was saying that in emergency situations, one of the more increasingly common occurrences today here in America are bowel blockages, where there's a blockage in the bowel and that does not allow the contents to move through. Most of us understand we don't want that. Most of us understand that we don't want a heart blockage, a blockage in one of the blood vessels affecting our heart. Yet so few people are aware of the critical nature of a spinal blockage, effectively nerve interference from one of the bones even being slightly misaligned in the spine. You know, in China, for instance, the rates of bowel blockage are very, very low. Statistically, according to some sources. And of course, we understand that they consume a large amount of vegetables. So they get a lot of fiber in their diet. For that matter, you've probably never met a constipated Chinese national, a Chinese hailing individual that comes from China. Now, my son, when he heard that, he said, well, they're probably all in the bathroom. And that would probably be a reasonable thought in a 6-year-old's mind. But nonetheless, the bottom line is we don't want, as critical as the heart is, as critical as the digestion is, we don't want those areas blocked. And the same thing with the nervous system. You know, you could survive for weeks without food, days without water, and even minutes without oxygen. But your cells on the end of those nerves cannot survive even split seconds without proper nerve supply. And that's why in the hospital, when they pronounce an individual dead, they're looking at electromagnetic or electrical activity of the brain and the nervous system to rule the person dead. So the nervous system is far more critical to far more organs and systems in the body. And increasingly, we are finding in denervation studies what happens to tissues on the end of blocked nerves. In one study done, I think in 2004, they looked at rats' kidneys, and they found when they cut the nerve going to the kidneys of the rat, they found that the kidney function declined. Hypertension, cystic pathology, all kinds of renal dysfunction occurred. So in order to keep your cells vibrant and alive, make sure you are clear and connected with a healthy nerve supply.